The federal government is shut down. This comes after Republicans and Democrats could not agree on a short-term funding bill.
CTV's Jonathan Hunter has reaction from several of Maryland's delegation members.
Since midnight, the federal government has been shut down, meaning nearly 750,000 federal workers will likely be furloughed. Democratic lawmakers are pointing the blame at Republicans for the shutdown. It's official. The government has shut down. Non-essential government workers are not able to work and collect a paycheck. Agencies that are impacted include the IRS, national parks, museums, along with some health and food service programs.
It's the American people at the end of the day who will lose the most when the American people are deprived of the benefit of the services that these patriotic federal employees provide.
The reason for the shutdown stems from Republicans and Democrats not agreeing on a spending bill dealing with health care. House Republicans passed a bill that would extend funding for 7 weeks, but Senate Democrats have refused to support the bill because they believe it will make it harder for millions of Americans. Democrats are calling on an extension of tax credits that makes health insurance cheaper. Those credits are set to expire.
And so we cannot do this at the expense of folks who are going to wake up on January 1st, in Maryland at least, with a 13% on average increase for their health insurance.
The tax cut, the tax benefit they allowed to lapse, was the one that helps more Americans afford health insurance. That's the tax cut they allowed to lapse.
House Speaker Mike Johnson is blaming Democrats for the shutdown, saying Democrats have officially voted to close the government. Results: moms and kids now lose WIC nutrition, veterans lose health care and suicide prevention programs, FEMA has shortfalls during hurricane season, soldiers and TSA agents go unpaid.
The Republicans have as a policy of leverage and force shutting down America's government.
While the government is shut down, essential government functions such as Social Security, Medicare, military operations, and air traffic control will remain open. Senator Angela Alsobrooks used to serve as the county executive of Prince George's County. She was in office during the last shutdown back in 2018 and knows firsthand how devastating the shutdown was for people in Prince George's County.
And so my experience is that I have been very close to the people who suffer as a result of the Republican shutdown. And that shutdown, that was Donald Trump's shutdown. This is another of Donald Trump's shutdown. And you're right, it has profound impacts on people.
The Maryland delegation has vowed to continue to work until the government reopens.
We are at work today, we were at work yesterday, we are at work on Monday. We have been here each and every day trying to find a deal to keep government open, to reopen government today.
The Smithsonian announced it will remain open until at least October 6th because they will be using funding from prior years. I'm now going to toss it over to my colleague Byron Scott, who has more details on how the shutdown will impact people in the state of Maryland.
I'm Byron Scott at the Wayne K. Curry Administration Building, where county leaders unveil their plans for dealing with the federal shutdown.
The shutdown isn't just about politics, it's really about people.
On the county level,
this shutdown was unnecessary.
And on the state level, elected leaders announced their plans for dealing with the federal shutdown.
And so in Prince George's County, we can't control the federal government, but we can control what we do and how we respond.
Here in Prince George's, home to tens of thousands of federal workers, County Executive Aisha Braveboy, council members, business leaders, and clergy said they are ready to help out where needed. Braveboy said they have worked out a deal with PEPCO, BGE, and Washington Gas.
We are not going to shut people's utilities off during this shutdown. Let's give our utility providers a round of applause.
What I'm here today to share with you.
Giovanni Hernandez says his company, West Banco Bank, has activated its federal relief loan program.
What that means is this will be a low-interest loan with no long fees or closing fees. We will provide up to 90 days of no payment requirement with some amount of up to $5,000 for anyone that may need that.
For others in need, Braveboy said residents can call 211 for help with food and housing, and also 988, the mental health hotline.
On October the 6th, the City of Praise will be offering job placement. We'll also be offering the opportunity that if you're struggling with your mortgage If you're going through a difficult season, we're going to have you the opportunity to sit with mortgagers to refinance your mortgage.
This shutdown was avoidable.
In Annapolis, there was blame and a call to action.
In Maryland, we stand united.
At a news conference, Governor Westmore spoke of 3 steps the state is taking immediately.
First, I've directed state agencies to employ contingency plans that will help to make sure that federal programs can continue to operate in our state for now. Second, we are working with the private sector to shield federal workers impacted by this shutdown from eviction, foreclosure, and utility shutoffs. And third, we are protecting and expanding emergency assistance programs for federal employees.
The big unknown, of course, is how long the shutdown will last.
So tonight, I'm going to be speaking to Marylanders directly from my office about how we got here, about what the shutdown means, and about where we go from here.
Byron Scott, CTV News.
Thanks, Byron. The governor's address is scheduled to air tonight at 8 o'clock on Maryland Public Television.